The opportunity to bring this to the world and to help preserve it, that on its own just feels amazing. But also it feels really important to us as a museum reflecting Montreal's Jewish past and history.
For 100 years, this storefront was a fixture of Montreal's garment industry on Saint Laurent Boulevard, serving tailors, designers, and factory workers alike. H. Fisher & Fist closed in 2022, but it reopened recently, this time as a pop-up museum exhibit and heritage space, paying tribute to Montreal's garment industry and its role in the city's Jewish community.
The garment industry was just so important. In the early 20th century, about 35% of the workers in the industry were Jewish, and probably 3/4 of the Jewish community was involved in the garment industry.
This store was started by Harry Fisher and his wife back in the early 1920s, 1930s. The way the public really remembers this store is actually through the late owner, Esther Fisher, who was the daughter-in-law of Harry and his wife.
Fisher passed away not long after the store closed in 2022, but you can still feel her presence in the space, especially in the tools she left behind. One that stood out was the whisk scissors. More than just a tool, they were a rite of passage.
She felt that one should have more experience and be more certain in their desire to become a designer before using the whisk scissors, because they're expensive, they look important, and she just doesn't think that that's, don't want to jump the gun too much on what materials people buy. Here are samples of the many fabrics lining the shop. We really encourage people to, open them, see what's inside, as though they were a customer back in the day, which is really nice. Typical museums, you don't get to interact with things with your hands like this.
She worked with cultural institutions in Montreal. Cirque du Soleil is one of them, the opera as well. And then finally, she had a real soft spot for young fashion students, students from LaSalle, UQAM, and things like that, who would come here and get their notions from her.
In Montreal, Johanie Bouffard, City News.